Oh my goodness, no. I don't know. Hey, Dave. Hey, Miss Crawford. Y'all know how I do. So I won't be on too long. I love that, Dave, that you're back again. Hey, cutie, Shalene. How you doing, beautiful? Y'all know how I do with my late rants. And I had a rant and I was watching something and I said, okay, why don't people get it? Because it bothers me. Mr. Terry, salute. So, reading the headlines and going through, all the hoopla of today. And it was on TMZ, World Star Hip Hop, and that Diddy's three sons, so I'm assuming Quincy was included in that, approached Ray J after a Halloween party in LA, and Chris Brown had to break it up. They allegedly approached Ray J because they were upset over some things that some comments that Ray J made about their dad, alluding to baby oil. And I think Ray J's quote was, I I can't even remember it, but it was something like, people are out here taking AZZ. I don't know. It was really, really weird, but it was just basically Ray J being Ray J. So his three sons decided to approach him after a Hollywood party, and Chris Brown, of all people, had to break up the altercation. Hey, school psych, work until your bank account looks like a phone number. Let me pin that comment. You better say what you said, Dave. Hey, Miss Kimberly. So this is why I'm upset with that, and when it comes to branding and why people just don't get it. So, hello, anybody who's anybody knows that Diddy is incarcerated. Okay, that's first and foremost. Diddy is incarcerated. Not only is he incarcerated, he's still receiving charges while he's incarcerated. There's videotapes and some strong allegations surrounding Diddy. So when it comes to being a part of a brand, I don't think people really understand the magnitude of being connected to, affiliated with someone who is a prominent figure, and how your actions can affect them. You know, it's okay, Dave. Hi, Brittany. Hey, Sheena. How are you, beautiful? So, when it comes to Diddy's three sons approaching Ray J at this Halloween party, the first thing where my mind goes is, that's bad for the brand. Granted, Diddy needs to, whatever needs to happen with him happens. I don't think he's a great person by far, and everybody has to pay the price at some point in time. You know what I mean? But this is a prime example of how certain people can affect your brand, because when you are accused of being this affiliate, this mobster, you can't have your sons out here approaching someone to jump them. How ignorant can you be? And I see that time and time again with celebrities or social media influence, when you connect yourself to certain people that don't understand you are bad for the brand. Hey, sweetly favored. No, I didn't say that Diddy's great, Dave. So please don't think that. I don't think that man's great at all. But his sons approaching Ray J to physical combat in the midst of his legal litigations, you're bad for the brand. And I see that so many times. And not even, let's take being a prominent figure. Let's just say if you are a corporate official, your brand is that you stand for that. If you are an attorney, if you are whatever the case may be, who you connect yourself with can potentially be bad for your brand. I think that Diddy's sons are an example of him, and so they're just behaving how their father would behave. So it is what it is, but it still goes to my point with certain people being bad for your brand. Okay. If one person in my class does something wrong, the entire class get punished. When I said that, I did not mean it that way. You said, okay, thanks, Dave. I get you. And I don't think people really understand. You want to, if you reach a certain level, of course you want to take certain people with you. But at the end of the day, in doing so, it can be a reflection of your brand. And I don't think people really understand that and how it can affect you. This is Diddy aside. I always look at messages within messages of how people can be bad for your brand. And I think Diddy's sons approaching Ray J to physical combat is certainly bad for his brand right now and does nothing for your case, brother. But listen, you created those monsters, have at it, not my business. But there's still a message in this. Everybody's not meant to go where you're going at the end of the day. If you're a brand and you're building something, please know that it's certain people that you really shouldn't associate with. I know it's harsh, I know it's ugly, but baby, don't let it affect your brand. Hey, Real Talk Vibes. What's up, cutie patootie? I don't even know you, but your comments be cute. So you cutie patootie to me. you know and we don't want to do that. Everybody always tries to, when you get on, you want to put people on or whatever, but I'm telling you, time and time again, we've seen instances and where people are bad for your brand. You're bad for my business, bro. I can't associate with you. you know it's just not a good look. It really isn't. It's just not. It really isn't. you know to each his own. I try not to judge, but if I can get a message out of something, I really can. So when I read the headlines that they really approached him for physical combat, y'all have to be the most stupid, ignorant ghetto millionaires I have ever seen in my life. You know what y'all need to be doing? If you're trying to paint this picture that he's not, granted, he's guilty, but hello, if you're going to fight it, y'all should be up in church. Post videos of y'all up in church or feeding the homeless. That's normally what people do when they're trying to paint a different image. But you are basically adding to the fire of what we all know Diddy and his family to be bullies. I'm rich, I'm powerful, and now I'm going to summons you, or I want to now combat you. Like, come on, man. I don't see how people don't understand how literally who you associate with and how your family even can be bad for your brand. I'm going to say that again, how your family can be bad for your brand. Duh. Okay. So, how do you feel about the VP using Diddy FO? Hello, chat and chat, Miss Andrea. I don't feel anyway because nothing. I'm one of those people. I'm not. It's expected. I'll say that it's expected, especially when we're getting really close to the votes. And I've seen it, and people can hate me for it. But when it comes to a minority, they're certainly going to try to use the minority vote, and by any means necessary. And that's by bringing out celebs and music and appearing to be down or whatever the case may be. I get it. That's just how the game is played. So I don't feel away because I expected it. You know what I'm saying, baby? Peace, Yakima. People in my school vape ganja. It's crazy. Wow, Dave. Wow. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Auntie Lisa. So yeah, it's expected. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce done came out and all that. It's expected. It is what it is. I mean, hey, but that orange man and his situation, I just can't. He makes me nauseous, so I'm not even gonna go there. But I think I've already voted. I didn't post a sticker about it because I've been doing this for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So vote for who you select. Um, and Lord have mercy. I'll keep that orange man in prayer, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But look here, bad for the brand, bad for the brand, extremely bad for the brand. I was so disappointed to read that. Like, wait a minute. And on top of which is video, which I'm sure we'll probably see within the next couple of days. Your dad was incarcerated with the feds, and y'all out here in Hollywood trying to fight because somebody disrespected your father. Are you nuts? You're bad for the brand. I'm telling you, our friends and our family can really really be bad for our brand, and that's that. You know, not too many people will get that. Not too many people will understand that. And I see why certain celebs don't really talk about it. I mean, hello, we didn't even know that Nia Long and Samore were sisters for I don't know how long, or how many other siblings in Hollywood that don't really put things out there or reveal their children. Taraji Henson, you don't really see her son too much. So I see why certain people keep people away. Not saying that they would say that they're bad for the brand, not saying that at all. However, I see why certain people, when it comes to their affiliations and who they're connected with, they don't reveal that because it could potentially be bad for their brand. So I don't it just all depends on, how far you want to go and what you think of yourself. And at some point you need to understand, could this person or can this party or can this family member be bad for my brand? Should I associate with them publicly? And I know that sounds harsh, and I know that might sound evil, and I know that might even sound brash, but those are some of the choices we have to make when we're on a different assignment, you know hate it or love it. Hey Lolo baby. Yes, Dave or Dave, Dave. I already pinned your comment. Work until your bank account looks like a phone number. I'm not mad at you, Dave or Dave, Dave. A lot of Hollywood celebrities are related. Exactly, Yakima. A lot of them are, and you don't really hear that. Hey, Elaine G, how you doing, beautiful lady? How are you? A lot of people are, but they don't reveal that. They don't disclose that. Why? Who knows? They really don't. I didn't know there's I forget her name. Gosh, what movies? I think it's Elise Neal. Don't quote me, but I really think it is Elise Neal. You guys, she has a disabled son, and again, I'm not saying that her son is bad for her brand. So please, let's not put that out there. However, if it is Elise Neal, which I think I'm right, she kept that private as far as his disability and ailments for quite some time. We didn't know that for years. So this was her private battle. And I'm sure that was a decision she had to make. Maybe she didn't want to receive jobs based on sympathy because of her brand. You never know. So certain people in certain positions really do keep certain things private because of society, branding, etc., etc., because you never really know. And I really do think it's Elise Neal. I'm gonna have to look that up because I would hate to misinform you guys. But I think I just learned that not too long ago. I don't know if he's on the spectrum or whatever, but she's had her handle with caring for her son and chose to, keep that private. Hey Cancer, how are you? I hope you're having a really good day and evening. I do. Exactly, Lolo. Family can be bad for business. Thank you. And not too many people want to admit that, or say that, but that's just what it is. And reading Diddy's sons in the headlines trying to fight Ray J over something he said over their daddy. Like, come on, man. Like, literally, you're a millionaire and this is what you choose to do. The world is saying bad things about your father, and you choose to, all three of you, and Quincy, shame on you. Shame on you, Quincy. I give Quincy the side eye. He's of age, so you should know better. But Quincy, I'm sorry, you get the side eye. Shout out to Al B. Shore, who seems like a very peaceful, Islamic, prayerful man that overcome the odds with whatever he faced when he was vocal. I don't know. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. It was just really bad timing um to hear Albie being vocal and then you don't hear of him again. I don't know. To me that seems eerie. It seems suspicious, but I'm glad that he overcame his struggles. But Quincy, shame on you to not be by your biological father's side who shame on you, Quincy. He gets the side eye from me, and that's just my opinion. Exactly. Lolo can't fight the whole world. So you're gonna try to fight Ray J? Like, really? Like, this is what y'all out here doing? Don't you know that's gonna make headlines and that's gonna be a part of his case and showing like the ignorance of some people of how they don't think that how it can affect the person that you claim to love is mind boggling to me. Because if I love you, if let's just say if I was married to him, which I would never be married to that man, because Diddy has been a monster for years. But let's just say if I decided to stick beside him, he's a good man, Savannah, right? Let's just say in the grand scheme of things, we married and I'm sticking beside him. I know that there's certain things that I cannot say or do out in public if he's facing a trial. You know what I mean? I think that's 1 plus 1 all day. So I don't understand how you have these people that crash out. And if this is the person you say that you love, why do you not understand that your actions, your post, your behavior, your conduct, your words is a reflection of the brand that you're associated with? You're an embarrassment. Okay. Mm. Hey, Rebecca Cry, how are you? Hey, Miss Lasanda. What's up, my pretty? Exactly, school site. Hey, Miss Phelps, how you doing? Sometimes it's best to just shut up. And literally, that concept, baby, is so. It is the easiest, most hardest thing to do. Where I don't understand why people just don't understand. Sometimes it's best to just shut up. Shut up, girl. Don't say nothing, boo. You know? Sometimes it's just best to shut up. And we've seen that time exactly. Okay, Lolo. Embarrassing. Okay. But sometimes it's just best to shut up. How many times have we seen this, going back to, off topic, on topic, but on topic, in that damn saga? How many times have we all thought like, oh, I wish that girl would just shut up? Sometimes it's best to just not say nothing. Just not say nothing. And Diddy's sons out here in parking lots trying to pull up on people for laughing at their daddy for being crazy. You got a lot of nerve. You're gonna try to pull up on Ray J. Pull up on the world, baby. Because the world has a lot to say about your daddy. You're gonna be fighting for the rest of your life. Your daddy did too much. Okay? Just saying. Cancer says those boys are just as arrogant as their dad. They think they can say and do anything they want without the consequences. Thank you, Cancer. Because guess what? When after the feds arrived at his, I think, what was it, his Miami or LA home, don't you know the one that looks just like him released a song? Like, how dumb can you be? And Diddy, how dare you even let that come out? So yeah, there's definitely been some arrogance. He literally released a song after it and said something, the feds watching, we ain't talking. You dumb nooker. Arrogance. I'm telling you, arrogance. Exactly, Rebecca cried. He has done way too much, and it's time to pay the piper. You know, I'm not wishing bad on him, nor am I wishing good. I'm wishing whatever have the day you deserve, sir. May you receive what you were intended to receive, sir. May you get what's coming to you, sir. And that's that. You know what I mean? You got to pay for that. You got to face that. So that don't got nothing to do with me. But eventually the chickens come home to roost. You know what I mean? And that's that. Exactly, Lolo. They got lawsuits on their own. Like, can we not? They're embarrassing. And it's a reflection, though, of his parenting. It really is. It's a reflection of the influence he had on them to make them think that you can behave this way with no repercussions. And that's part of the reason why Diddy is in this situation. You really thought that you can behave this way with no repercussions. Baby, the chickens have come home to roost. Good luck, sir. And that's that. Can't stop, won't stop. Take that, take that. You know? Exactly, Rebecca Cry. He has to he has to pay. Hey, Travel Na Frank. How you doing this evening? I hope all is well and you're well, Travel Na Frank. Exactly, Lolo. Christian, right. The one that looks just like him. He made that dumb song after the feds came to his house, basically taunting the feds or saying something about the feds. How ignorant and immature can you be? Do you really, really bad for the brand to the topic of my life when it just comes to the behavior of certain people that don't understand that you are connected to a brand and your behavior and your conduct is a reflection of such, sir, ma'am. I'm glad to hear that, Travel No Frank. Hey, Nita. I hope you're doing well. You know, he was about to make another song until Diddy told him no on those jail recordings. Child. They just need to stop. Not everyone's meant to go where you're going, and some people literally just can't handle the spotlight. Is what I'm seeing. Nor do they understand the importance of branding. Just saying, you know. It kind of reminds me of that. I don't know if I have any Martin fans, but I was a Martin fan, and Gina had this friend. What they call her? Money Munching Monique. Gina had this friend from college and she kept it so real, y'all. I don't know for those people that watch Martin, you might remember this episode, but Gina's homegirl was so real and was so down, child. And Pam ended up pulling off that weave and she was a vegan and they had a picture of her eating ribs. I mean, she was just a fraud. You hear me? And exactly. Thanks, Lolo. Let me pin that. And Gina's friend was a fraud, but she kept it so real. You know, she was so real. All that horse hell. Yes, Snyder, you remember that episode. Child, what I say, what did they call her? Money munching Monique. And when she laughed in Martin's face and he laughed back on that show, oh Lord, I gotta watch that episode tonight. That's one of my favorite episodes, y'all. But Gita's friend was just as phony as the day is long, child. But oh, get me laughing about that episode because it tickles me so, child. Because that child, she said she was vegan, and they took a picture of her with a bucket. Child, she had a bucket of ribs. Oh, I gotta watch the episodes tonight. But child, she was eating meat. I'm God. I gotta watch the episode tonight, y'all. That's one of my favorites. But I said that to say, oh, that tickles me so. I said that to say, just like with Gina's fake friend, she I can't. I'm not doing this. Jerome, but I'll say your mouth without a doubt. Child, I done lost my damn train of thought talking about Monique says. I got to watch that episode. I know it has something to do with my topic. If I think of it, I'll post it. But child, I got to laughing thinking about Monique. And then I think she was selling ass. Oh God, I gotta watch that episode tonight. Job Monique and they so it's like she had the wig, it was clipped on like a barrette, and they was just rolling that. Oh God, I got to watch that. Honey, she knew dang well she was not vegan. That part, Lolo. Honey, because I promise you, that episode, Monique was just as phony as the day is long, child. And they unraveled all that hair. And she was eating them ribs with her vegan ass. Girl, anyway. Anyway, I said that to say just pay attention to the brand, y'all. That was the whole purpose of this live, watching the brand and being good for the brand, especially after reading the headlines. I seen that tonight. They had it all over TMZ and all of that there was trending on X, formerly Twitter. I don't know. This is just crazy to me that it's called X, but whatever, child. But I said, I know these boys ain't out here thinking it's the Wild Wild West and y'all cornering Ray J. Really? Like this what we doing when your people's facing a case? Please don't surround yourself, y'all, with people that'll be bad for your brand. So there's a lesson in everything. That's just the way that my mind works. So somebody somewhere needs to hear. Listen, don't associate yourself with people that's gonna be bad for your brand. Hello? Goodbye. I tried to go vegan but couldn't do it after 2 hours. Not 2 hours. Poor little Ray J. Right. He done had a rough week. He had that little interview with him and Orlando Brown. Child, I don't know why Orlando Brown tried to. Oh, Lord. Orlando Brown put the microphone. He deep throated the microphone. That is one unhinged man boy, child, with hips. Men with hips scare me. Like it's a thing for me. Don't ask why, but I literally like men that have hips. I don't like it. Is really weird to me. For those that watch Girlfriends, I remember an episode when Joan had that man and he used to wear Joan was dating this guy and he wore like a waist shaper because of his. I don't think that men should have hips. I really don't. It bothers me. And granted, Orlando is funny, but that man has hips. I don't like that shape. You should not go in the middle and then curve out as a man. I do not like it. Men don't have hips. So that bothers me. I just don't like it. I don't. Like, why are your hips? Oh, God, I don't like it. It really, really bothers me. It bothers me. And just don't get me talking. I just, yeah, men with hip schools, like, I can't take it. Where like, why do you have hips, sir? Like, shapely hips. I don't like that. It makes me like feel away. I don't like that. I really don't. I really don't. Right, Rebecca, doesn't it look weird? He was so cute on Major Pain movie. Total nutcase industry messed him up. Exactly. Wasn't he the cutest on Major Pain? And then I remember when he was like the little fake gangster on Jamie Foxx. He always had like a cute little face. Then he was the down little cousin or something on Family Matters. He was a cute little boy. It's just wow. I just don't get it. Thank you, Lolo. And I was thinking the same thing. And I was like, okay, you watch this because it's entertaining, but I'm like, are these people just like exploiting him? But then they're paying him because he'll let you know in a minute he doesn't do anything for free. So, and he even stated before, what you pay for is what you get. So, if somebody gives him a guap, you might get a different situation. So there's a part of me like, while he is, unhinged, he's also using this to his advantage to act a fool at this point because people are paying to watch this behavior. And I can't say that I'm any different because I watch it. I'll be fake as hell to sit here and tell y'all something different. I watch. But I don't know. It's just weird, y'all. It's weird. It's horrible having hips spread like a woman. It really is. It really is. They lowballing that man because they get paid way more than what they are paying him. They really are, especially with the 20-minute video with him and Ray J part one. It's already at 1.1 million views. So Doing the math, look it up. I don't like to count anybody's pocket, but 1.1 billion views on a large platform should pay a little grip, you know. And in the beginning of that video, he counted out $3,000. Well, he stopped at 2,000. Funny Marco interrupted him, but I looked at what was in the hand and what was he had 3 G's. So I don't know if he was alluding to that's how much he got paid, but let's just say if that's the case, 3 G's that you're paid for a video with 1.1 million views and counting, baby, you got the short end of the stick. And that's just all I'm gonna say about that. So, you know, but this was my rant. I know y'all hate me. I come on and say what I got to say and hop off because I told you I'm not feeling the tube. And I just like to talk to people that like to listen to things and think of things outside of that. I got to find a platform that's right for me. I don't know. Maybe I might be a TikTok girl. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But YouTube just, gosh, y'all. I just, that's how I feel about it right now. You know what I mean? So respect to my chatters that come in and vibe with me and listen to, what I have to say. And my message is still the same from when I started my live 31.04 seconds and counting ago. Sometimes people can be bad for your brand. Okay. And what triggered that was Diddy's sons attempting to combat Ray J for something they said about their father. And it just made me think of other things and many, many things. Sometimes people can be bad for your brand, and not everybody is meant to go where you're going. So that's my thoughts. I'm sticking to them and I stand on that. Thanks, Lolo Boo. So for you guys that are going to catch the replay, make sure to hit the like button. If not, that's fine too, child. This is YouTube. The shade is oh so real. You know what I mean? But if nobody told you today, I think you're amazing. I think you're beautiful. And I also think that you're capable. Do it, girl. Do it, sir. Whatever it is. On that note, I will talk to you guys later.